Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News at 5.
Tonight, another round of verbal sparring between Governor Moore and President Trump.
Both officials on the attack, just the latest example of animosity between these polar opposite administrations.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Kai Jackson.
And I'm Mary Bubala. A situation that simmered in recent months now reignited after the governor's State of the State address. The governor arguing the Trump administration is negatively impacting Marylanders.
We will protect them no matter where they call home and no matter how they voted in the last election. And it's a philosophy that I wish the Trump-Vance administration understood.
The governor's address came just days after he announced he was not invited to the annual National Governors Association dinner at the White House. The president confirming it in a Truth Social post yesterday afternoon. However, overnight, the association said the meeting was back on with all members invited. Tonight, our team reports on the fallout from this war of words while diving deeper into Moore's address.
Let's begin with Fox 45's Jessica Babb. Jessica's live in studio with more. Jess.
Political experts say while this feud keeps Governor Moore's name in the spotlight and could help future political aspirations, it may not be helpful to Marylanders, depending on federal policies. It's a war of words between Governor Wes Moore and President Donald Trump.
I'm more self-aware than the presidents of the United States.
A back-and-forth battle which doesn't seem to be simmering down.
Marylanders are seeing firsthand how this White House agenda is making their lives worse.
During his State of the State address, Governor Moore calling out federal policies impacting Maryland.
I don't think it's helpful, but in many ways, as I've said before, there's too much of poking of the bear.
This coming after Governor Wes Moore said he was uninvited from the National Governors Association dinner at the White House, a decision he says undermines bipartisan cooperation.
It's not lost to me that I'm the only black governor in this country. And I find that to be, particularly painful, considering the fact that the president is trying to exclude me from an organization that not only are my peers have asked me to help to lead, but then also a place where I know I belong in.
President Donald Trump taking to social media on Wednesday saying, quote, "The invitations were sent to all governors other than two who I feel are not worthy of being there, including the foul-mouthed governor of Maryland, who fraudulently stated that he received military medals, a lie, is doing a terrible job on the rebuilding of the Francis Scott Key Bridge, and has allowed Baltimore to continue to be a crime disaster."
Governor Moore spends 23 out of 24 hours every day criticizing the president. The bottom line is, if somebody criticizes you a lot, you don't invite them to your house.
This back-and-forth battle has been bubbling for months.
Governor Moore, has anyone heard him?
Heating up when President Trump was threatening to bring the National Guard to Baltimore, and it hasn't been slowing down since.
We are willing to do the work to make that happen and not to do something that is purely theatrical and politically motivated and serving as a distraction to the fact that your economic policies are not working.
Wes Moore was telling me I want to walk with the president. Well, I said, I want to walk with you too someday, but first you got to clean up your crime, because I'm not walking in Baltimore right now. Baltimore is a hellhole.
Attorney and political commentator Europe C. Morgan says,
I mean, we're all very well aware that he has national aspirations, whether he admits it or not, but I think the writing is on the wall, and what better way to get national attention than to fight with the president. I don't think that this is a feud that he necessarily wants to end anytime soon, because it keeps his name in the national spotlight.
And says it has the potential to put Marylanders in the crosshairs.
I think it would be very on brand for Trump to fight back with whatever means he has necessary. And if that includes something that is detrimental to the residents of Baltimore or the residents of Maryland in general, I don't think he would hesitate to do it. And that's what's so unfortunate for the residents of Maryland, is that we actually, we don't need anything to hold up the Francis Key Bridge rebuild or any of the other issues that we have here at home.
Governor Moore recently did join forces with the Trump administration, calling for energy reforms with the regional grid operator, along with other governors. But still, it's clear the two still disagree on many key issues. In the studio, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also, take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.